This one lesson changed my relationship with my whole family in just one car ride. What's cracking, fam bam? Welcome back to another banger. Let's get it. Hey, if you're coming in here, you're probably a family person, a family man. You're either one of the members of a close-knit family and you're always looking to improve. If that's the case, we'll start off, like this video. If we're already connecting right out of the gate, we're always trying to make our relationship a little bit better with our families, just a little closer. You want to be someone who protects, who provides, and who betters themselves, not only for you first, but then you want to bring that better level of you, that better version of you, and give them to the world. Of course, starting with the closest people to you, which is the people outside of you, which is your loved ones. Man, this just happened right now. I'm not even playing. This just happened, like, for real, like an hour and a half ago. I heard this one line and I had never heard it before. And remember, I've been rocking with self-development and I'm reading and seminars and videos and just paying attention and working on myself and building myself. And I had never heard this line ever. And I heard it from a youngster too, which was pretty cool. He learned it from maybe not a youngster, but I had skipped. I mean, I've read a lot of books, a lot of the classics, a lot of the big dogs, and I had never hit me. I might have heard it. I don't remember hearing it, but it didn't hit me like it did this time. And I'll tell you what that line is. And then I'll tell you the story and kind of how it happened. The line is, listen, I hope I don't chop it up, but you'll get the point. Listen to understand, don't listen to respond. It could be the other way around. Don't listen to respond, but listen to understand. Whichever one hits you better, it's the same thing. I'm just putting one in front of the other. But I like that one. Don't listen to respond. And that one caught my ear right away. Don't listen to respond, because my ass would always listen to, I got an answer for you. I've been studying all these people. I could give you advice. I could tell you what to do. I could tell you that the way you're thinking, it doesn't benefit you. You should probably think about it this way. I got an answer for everybody, just because everything I've learned. And one thing that I have learned in the past was, if they don't ask for your advice, don't give it. I had that part. It's like, okay, if you're not asking, I ain't giving it. Get out of the way so you don't get in the way. I love that one. I just get out of the way, let the higher power do what he's doing. I'm not going to be the one getting in the way. I'm not going to get all up in our Father's business. One of my favorite lines in that old school book. But, get out of the way so you're not in the way. So if they're not asking for the advice, I don't give it. But now, with this line, it just hit hard because I often want to, and sometimes I do it unconsciously. So let me tell you the story. What happened is that I heard this line early this morning. I was out hustling, doing my thing, and that's when this line hit my ears. It's like, don't listen to respond, listen to understand. I was like, shit, that. And when you hear these things, I really like to, when they touch me, I'll sit on them. I'll like stop the video, I'll stop the audio, I'll just like, whoa, okay, why is this speaking to me so hard right now? The reason why it is, I found out, is that it's resonating with me. It's doing something for me. And I need to pay attention to that and unpackage it and apply it and adopt it. The reason why creation is making me feel that way is because I was supposed to hear it right now in my life. In this chapter in my life, I was supposed to hear it, understand it, and apply it. Now, if I don't apply it, that means I'm not listening to my conscience, and it's falling on deaf ears, and God's not delivering that instructions. So my conscience is telling me, hey, this is for you. My conscience is saying, hey, apply it. I'm talking to you. And you know how big I am with listening to my conscience. So I sat with it and was like, listen not to respond, but listen to understand. I was like, damn, that's huge. Well, funny enough, I was on my way to pick up my loved ones. I was picking up my wife, my daughter, and my son. I was giving them a ride to Disneyland. Just easier like that right now. You drop them off, you pick them up, and then I gotta wait in line for parking, because that's a line. If you've ever been to Disneyland, you know it's all about lines. One of the biggest lines is parking. early in the day on a beautiful day like this in the spring. Hello. So I was on my way to pick them up. I picked them up at home, whatever, and they kept on ringing as I was just kind of moving stuff around in here, make room for their drinks and stuff, pick up a little cafecito, you feel me? And I'm sitting there, and the whole ride home, the whole ride to Disneyland, I applied what I heard. Okay, listen to understand. Don't listen to respond. And it blew me out of the water because everyone at some point during the 25-minute ride had something to say. My wife spoke, my daughter spoke, and my son spoke. And they all had like an experience they were sharing, a story, a memory, and all I did was something completely different than what I normally do. I didn't shoot out my opinion. I didn't shoot out like, oh yeah, because I didn't hijack the conversation. They're like, oh, I did that one time, and yeah, this happened to me. I didn't listen to respond. I listened to understand. At one part, it was like I was understanding the emotion that they were feeling. Like, oh yeah, this happened to me once, and when I was a kid, I was watching this, and this kind of program came out. I was like, wow, I was understanding. You must have felt this way, and now as a young adult, you must feel this way. That must have been an interesting experience. I understand. Now, this is stuff that I was telling myself in my head, in my heart. My wife the same stories. My daughter, my son the same story. Everything they would say, I was like, wow, I understand how you responded. Like, they interacted amongst each other. My daughter interacted with my wife. My daughter interacted with my son. Everybody interacted. And even their interactions, I was listening to understand. I was like, that's so, I understand how you're responding to her to make her feel some type of way, to make her feel warm and fuzzy, to make her feel happy, to make her smile, to make her laugh. It's just the understanding of their interaction. Not listening to want to chime in and, oh yeah, me too, or oh yeah, me that, or not that I sat quiet and, wow, you didn't conversate with them. Yeah, I did. There was questions that were asked to me. Hey dad, what about this? Hey hon, what about this? What should you go here? Hey hon, shouldn't you turn left here? It's like, that's a question. I answered, yeah, I should. I will, thanks. And it completely changed that 25-minute experience that typically would have been like it usually is, which is me listening to respond. And it was a great time. You still interact, you still conversate, you're still funny, you still go back and forth, everybody laughs, everybody enjoys themselves. But this one was, for me, a whole lot more satisfying. For sure interesting, because I had never done it before. I almost felt like there was this closeness, like I got closer to them just by listening to understand and not listening to respond. It's almost like I understood them, listen to understand. Like I understood them a little bit more, like I sat with them a little bit more, like I connected with them a little bit more. I hope I'm delivering. If you try it, you'll understand what I mean. If you made it this far to the video, hit the like button if you're gonna try it or if you've tried it already. And then bust in the comments, let me know if you've tried it or you haven't or you're gonna. And if this is causing curiosity, just punch in a number 7. If you got, either way, if you got to this point of the video, let me know. We're rocking with each other and we're connecting, and just leave a number 7 in the comments. And if you want to drop a comment after the number 7, but I know that if you leave a number 7, you made it this far into the video and we're connecting. And it just vibed out. I mean, it was a total vibe, something way different than it normally is. And I've been riding in the car with these cats for all their lives, except my wife's, when we met each other. But it was crazy. I highly recommend it. That connection that I had at the end, that was my story. That at the end, I was like, wow, I just gave him a ride. But this whole time, We still interacted. Like I said, I wasn't the quiet in the corner not saying anything. Like, no, I'm listening, and I would respond with like, whoa, that's crazy, that's interesting. Like, damn, that really happened. Wow, that's so cool. But this whole time I wasn't waiting for the opportunity to say any of those things. All my main objective and purpose was to listen, to understand, not listen to respond. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you're subscribed. That way you get notifications when I bust these videos. We can kick it. You can comment. We can go back and forth, have a little conversation. You can ask questions if you have any. And don't forget to hit that like button. Lets me know that helps out the channel, and then lets me know that we're connecting. I'll get at you in the next one, but I highly recommend it. Try it. Try it next time you're with anybody. It doesn't have to be just loved ones. It could be with anybody. But definitely, for sure, try it with your loved ones. It will strengthen that relationship. It puts you into a different position. It's funny, you're saying less, but you're in more control. Not that you're trying to control anybody, but you are trying to learn as much as you can from your loved one so you could understand them. I'll get at you on the next one.